get started in 1 more minute. Just give everyone a chance to arrive. For anyone who missed it, today is going to be a strong and stretchy class. So we're going to focus on sort of keeping everything engaged, feeling strong, but also stretching everything out, letting go of the weekend or the long weekend, and yeah, just feeling good in our bodies at the start of the week. Cool. I think we can get started. That's a little sip of coffee. Okie dokes. Finding a comfortable position, seated on your mat. Finding length in the body, so really grounding down, rooting down in the sit bones. Either sitting cross-legged or you can sit kneeling. Place the palms of the hands flat down on the knees. Find length in the spine, growing tall all the way from the base of the spine. Today, just imagine coming up one vertebrae at a time to find those extra few centimeters, extra few inches. Inhale as you lift your shoulders up to the bottom of your ears. And then exhale as you roll them back and down. And then just taking a few moments here to settle. Settle onto the mat. To ground down, to root down. To feel stable. To allow your breath to slow. Just noticing the gentleness of the inhale through the nose. And softly blowing it out the mouth. Like a gentle breeze. And as you blow the air out the mouth, try and inhale as soon as you let go. So you find consistency, almost like you're creating a circle with the breath. And as you inhale, you feel that gentle, warm breath coming in through the nose. All the way till you feel it hit the back of the throat. Maybe it's a little cool. And then as you blow out the mouth, noticing the temperature. Perhaps it warms a little. Inhaling through the nose and then out the mouth. Notice if your shoulders begin to creep back up towards your ears, and if they do, actively roll them back and down. Finding the openness in the front of the body, openness in the chest. And as your eyes close, try and find space in between the eyebrows. So we uncrease the forehead. We find that space, we unfurrow the brow. The eyes are gently closed. Just noticing how your breath feels now. Has it softened? Have you been able to keep that circular motion, breathing in through the nose? Noticing the coolness on the back of the throat, and then blowing it away. Taking a couple more rounds in your own time. No rush, there's nowhere to be. Just allowing yourself to be present on the mat. Arriving here. Feeling present. And appreciating that breath. Together we're going to take a deep inhale through the nose. Notice as that chest expands, hold the breath there, extra sip of air. Open your mouth, sigh out. Really let it go. Breathing in. Extra sip of air. Hold it there. This time if you want to, lion's breath, stick out the tongue. It feels a little silly. That's okay if you chuckle. Breathing in, extra sip. Hold. Before we stick out that tongue, we let it all go. Breathe it in. Extra sip of air. Stick out the tongue, let the shoulders drop. Exhale, lion's breath. Last one, breathe it in. Extra sip. Puff up the chest, holding it there. Allow the shoulders to roll back. Open the mouth, allow the tongue to drop. Smile. Bring the breath in through the nose and exhale out the nose. And today, if you want to, you can practice that Ujjayi breath, that breathing in through the nose. Keep your lips closed, and as you exhale, bring a constriction to the back of the throat. Imagine that you're steaming up a window. And you can hear that slight constriction at the back of the throat. It sounds a little like the ocean. Just finding your Ujjayi breath. And this breath is used to bring warmth to the body, to bring energy. Together, taking one more breath in. As you exhale, keeping the lips closed, blink open the eyes and bring your awareness into the room. Allowing a moment here as the light comes back. And on your next inhale, raise your right arm up to the sky. Find length, and as you exhale, cross it over the body, taking the right hand outside the left knee. Take the left fingertips behind you, just twisting the body. Take your gaze over your left shoulder. Holding here, and then keeping everything steady, take your gaze all the way around and over your right shoulder. Just changing up our twist a little bit, breathing in. Exhale, take the head around and back over the left shoulder. Release around back through center. Inhale, send the left arm to the sky. Exhale, take the left hand outside the right knee, right fingertips behind. Your gaze follows over your right shoulder. Finding length, drawing tall, and then as you exhale, keep everything where it is. Just take your gaze, your head all the way around to the left hand side, gazing over your left shoulder. Breathing in. Exhale, as you take your head around, back over your right shoulder. Breathe in. Exhale, bringing it back through center. Inhale, send both arms up to the sky. Draw your fingertips in together until they touch. Exhale, suck the belly in, dome the spine. Rounding in the back, puffing up through the shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale. Staying where you are, breathe in. Exhale. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, open, wakening up, drawing the shoulder blades out to the side, finding our cactus. Spread the fingertips wide. Inhale. Exhale, making fists with the fingers, keeping the arms where they are. Inhale. Exhale, send the arms to the sky, fists with the hands. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades back and down. Inhale to rise. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Suck your belly button to the spine. Engage the core. Exhale. Draw the elbows out to the side, spread the fingers wide, crunch them in. Making stars and then condensing them in. Waking up the fingertips. Really notice how you can extend all the way to the end of the fingers. So a small movement can go a long way. Breathing in. Exhale, spread the fingers wide. Imagine you're pushing water together. So really feel that restraint as you draw your arms into the center. All the way until the palms and the elbows touch. Take your hands to your heart center. Breathe in. Exhale, release and come around to find your all four position. Spread those fingers really nice and wide underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath the hips, so just checking their hip distance apart. Your feet can be flat on the mat, but today if it feels good, you can tuck your toes under, whatever you like. Holding here, holding steady. Extend the arms, draw your belly button to the spine so the center of the body is really engaged. Holding here. Exhale. On your inhale, we're going to take it in 3 stages. So we're going to extend the tailbone to the sky as we work through the lower back, the mid back, and then the upper back as we open the chest, take the gaze to the sky. Exhale, working through the top back, the mid back, the lower back, as you suck the belly in and it reaches all the way to the tailbone, puffing up through our shoulders, finding space and openness in the shoulders. Inhale, really slow, much more slower than usual. Tailbone, lower back, mid back, upper back, all the way to the sky, pushing into the pads, the fingers, gaze goes up. Exhale, slow with control. Taking the head down as we expand through the top of the back, the mid back, the lower back, suck the belly in, all the way to the tailbone. Gaze comes to your navel. Inhale, tailbone, starting to work your way up through the back, vertebrae by vertebrae. Noticing lower back, mid back, upper back, opening the heart, the chest forward, gaze to the sky. Exhale. Taking our gaze down, we puff up through the shoulders, remembering to work through each vertebrae, noticing as you move all the way to the tailbone, gaze comes to your navel. And when we're in our cat and cow, we want to come all the way to the end of the movement, so no cheating ourselves. We take the time to work through the motion. It's a little more intense if you're up on your toes, so if it feels too much, you can release it down. Taking a few more rounds on your own time. Really pay attention to that flow from the base of the spine to the top of the spine. And when you get to the top of the spine, it goes all the way to the base of your head, so the spine ends higher than you think. And extend all the way through the neck to the tip of the head. And then take it to the base of the tailbone. Use the breath to help you flow. And don't be surprised if this feels a little more intense than the arms today. Slowing down the movement can bring so much strength. So much stability and concentration. Taking your last round. Inhaling as the belly drops, we go from the tailbone to the mid back, upper back, all the way up the back of the head and neck to the gaze, the sky. And then as we exhale, we dome the spine, we spread the shoulder blades, we puff up in the shoulders, our gaze comes to our navel as we work down vertebrae by vertebrae. And then we release to our all four position, release out the toes. If you have them tucked, just give them a little tap. Inhale, spread your fingers wide in the left hand, reach your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread that right arm through, coming down onto your right cheek, your right shoulder, stick your bum in the air. If you want to, you can reach your left arm up to the sky. Exhale as you sweep it around behind you and take hold of your inner right thigh. Send your bum to the air. And if you do have that bind, you want to think about drawing the left shoulder blade back. The left shoulder back, sorry. Opening up your chest, your gaze is over your right thumb. Breathing in wherever you are. Exhale, extend the left arm up to the sky, place it back down on the mat. Sweep that right arm all the way through to the sky. Really open up the right armpit. Exhale, release it down. Holding here, steady in the center. Inhale, sweep the left arm up to the sky, open up in the armpit. Exhale, sweep it down and through so you come down onto your left cheek, your left shoulder. Extend the left arm through, staying here, send your bum to the sky. Suck your belly button to the spine, and then if you want to, you can inhale your right arm up, take it around behind you, and take the palm of the hand inside the left thigh. You can wiggle it in, that's fine. Drawing that right shoulder back, gaze is over your left thumb, or if you want to, you can take it a little higher, but just be careful with the neck. Send your bum in the air, breathe it in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, last time. Inhale as you sweep the right arm up to the sky, plant it down on the mat. Inhale, sweep the left arm up, open up that left shoulder. So take it back a little further than you think. Exhale, bring it down, holding in our tabletop position. From here, keep your shoulders, keep your hands exactly where they are. We're just going to work on the pelvis. So draw the belly button to the spine, steady, strong in the core, knit those ribs in. And then breathe in as you send your bum in the air, so tilting the pelvis up. And then exhale as you tilt the pelvis under. Gaze is down. Tiny movements. Inhaling, as the pelvis comes up, you stick the bum in the air, the arms, the shoulders don't move. Using the core, really working into the core. Last 3, 2, and 1. Returning to your tabletop position. Let's just stretch out our wrists for a moment. From here, if you can, take your hands to face back behind you. If this isn't available, keep them forward. Wherever you are, just make some little rocks forward and back. Gaze is down. Spine and neck are long. And then reaching the hands back forward, make some little rocks, tuck your toes under, take your hands into fists and just start to make some circles with the wrists, almost like some figure of eights. And if you've practiced with me before, you know I can't coordinate my figure of eights very well. So we can just wiggle the wrists around, that's fine. And then take them in the center, clasping the hands, make some circles around in one direction, and then the other direction. Shake it off like you're flicking off water. Let it go, and then return back to your all-four position. Spread wide in the fingers, pushing into the pads of the fingers so we take the weight out of the wrist. From here, we're now going to focus on the shoulders. So draw belly button to spine, hold your glutes where they are, keep the bottom half of the body steady. Inhale, exhale. As you inhale, drop the chest, allow the shoulders to come up. Exhale as you spread the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, dropping the chest. Exhale, doming the upper body, finding space in the shoulders. Continuing for a few more rounds in your own time. Use the core to support you. For 3, 2, gaze is down, last 1, and then coming to find your all-four position. From here, tuck your toes, sit up tall in the body. Then we want to make sure that we don't stick our bum out, so tuck the pelvis forward, finding length in the body, extend the arms along the side of the body, engage the core, really use that core. Your toes are tucked, just start to lean back a little bit, gaze is forward. Maybe bring it back up. Just testing where you can go. Use the core to protect you. Gaze ahead of us. And you'll start to feel your thighs and your hips opening. Really use your glutes to control where you're going. So draw the glutes in. And then either holding here, or if you want to, you may take hold of your ankles if they are available. Draw your shoulder blades together. Draw your glutes together as you send your hips forward. Allow the heart, the chest to open and drop your head back. This isn't about going as far as possible just now. It's about opening the front of the body. Breathe it in. Exhale. Inhale, draw the thighs together. You don't want to knock your legs out to the side. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly, slowly with control. Take your chin to your chest. Engage your core. Use your glutes to help you come all the way up to standing. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, take your hands through your heart center. Release them along the side of the body. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, through your heart center. Release them along the side of the body. Growing tall. Inhale, sweep them up. Exhale through your heart center, release them along the side of the body, and then return back to your all fours. You can tap out those toes again if that feels good. From here, as you inhale, extend right leg away, extend left leg away, and find yourself in your plank position. If this is too much, you can drop your knees. You always have that option with plank. Holding here, drive energy away through the heels. Check that your feet are hip distance apart. Bring the body weight forward. Inhale. Exhale. And we're going to do as we did before in the tabletop. So we're going to tuck the pelvis under and open, keeping the front of the body steady. Tucking pelvis under, it really helps to use those glutes. And as you tuck it under, you want to draw your thighs in towards each other. Keep that steadiness, that stability with your heels shooting energy away from you. Use your core. Tiny movements working into the center of the body. Last two. And one. Release it down. Take your knees as wide as the mat, big toes touch. Sit your bum back, extend your arms away, finding your child's pose. If you want to, you can bring your arms along the side of the body. And if your wrists are feeling really quite worked, just make some circles with the wrists so you release them out. If it's available, you can keep your forehead on the mat. If not, you can prop yourself up on a pillow, on a fist, whatever feels good for you. And then really think about driving your bum back towards your heels. You can take child's pose at any point throughout any of my yoga classes, in fact throughout any yoga class at all. And you can always close off your eyes if that helps you regather your breath. Taking one more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, bringing yourself back up to your all four position. Spread wide in the fingers. Extend left leg away, pushing the heel, right leg away. This time, holding the lower part of the body strong. We're going to work into our shoulders as we did before. Remember, you can always drop your knees. Inhale, allow the chest to drop, keep the arms straight. Exhale, puff up in the shoulders. When I say puff up, we're finding space, so we're just finding as much space in between our shoulder blades. And when we come down, we draw the shoulder blades back and down together as we drop the chest, but we keep the core and the glutes engaged. For 10, 9, 8, the gaze is down, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and this time we're setting the bum to the sky. Find that downward dog. Take your feet one little walk in, and then find space in the fingers. Push down with the pads of the fingers. We can bend the knees as much as we need to. We can lift the heels as much as we need to find the flat back. Now today, notice how the feeling in the shoulders is. Do you have more openness? We've had a longer workup to work into these shoulders to open them up. So maybe there's a little bit more space. So really bend the knees, find the space in the back, and then you can start to extend the legs and start to draw the heels down towards the mat. If they don't make it there, that's absolutely fine. There's no need to. It's It's not about having the feet on the mat, it's about finding this flat back. Spread wide in the fingers, push into the pads. Send your hips up towards the sky. Imagine you're wrapping your armpits around the front of your ears so you find space in the shoulders. Check your head and neck are really hanging loose and easy. Easy breezy, you don't want any tension there. Breathing in, gaze to your big toes. Exhale. Breathe in. Holding steady wherever you are. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, take your gaze in between your hands. Start to walk your feet in towards your hands. When we get there, inhale to find length into your fingertips or to your shins or to your thighs, whatever's good to find that flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, hold it forward. Inhale, sweeping up to the sky. Take your hands through your heart center. Release the arms along the side of the body. From here, zip up your legs. Take your big toes and your heels to touch. If that's too much, you can take your feet hip distance apart. Allow your arms to come along the side of the body. Palms face forward. Holding here in our Uttanasana. Holding our glutes in together. Drive that in. Find the length. Finding growing tall, rooting down in the feet. And reaching tall in the body. Gaze ahead of us. Growing those extra few inches. Roll the shoulder blades back and down to find the space in the heart in the front of the body. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky, gaze follows. Exhale, fold it forward, head, hands heavy. Inhale to lift the fingertips or shins. Exhale, bend the knees, step back with the right foot, step back with the left, holding our plank, bring the body weight forward. Inhale. Exhale, drop the knees, release the toes. Elbows come along the side of the body to bring you down as one. When you're all the way down here, inhale, keep your gaze down. As you take your baby cobra, lifting head and chest, draw the shoulder blades back and down. Exhale down. Inhale, bend your knees, sit back on your heels, and then extend the legs to the sky, finding your downward facing dog. Holding here, holding steady. Inhale. Exhale. And then as you do, continue with your breaths. This time start to pedal. Just working into the back of the legs. Find stillness, everyone coming up on your toes, bend your knees. And then you want to take both your knees out to the right hand side as you sit your bum back. Extend, holding here, gaze underneath your right armpit, breathe in. Exhale, breathe in. Exhale, coming back through center, take your knees over to the left, underneath, looking underneath your left armpit, breathe in. Exhale, sit your bum back, find the length, stretching through the arms, pushing into the pads of the fingers. Inhale. Exhale over to the right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Taking a few more in your own time. Use your core to support you. Take your gaze with you, so your gaze comes underneath each armpit. Last 4, 3, 2, you got this. 1, hold, extend, you lift your heels, you find your downward dog, bend the knees, holding steady, holding strong. Put your gaze in between your hands, keep those knees bent, and then try as one to bring your arms all the way down to the forearms. That's it, turbo dog. And then you can start to walk your feet in. Take your gaze in between your hands and just hold here. Maybe you want to lift one leg. Maybe you want to lift the other leg. It's quite an intense pose in the shoulders. So maybe lifting legs isn't quite for you. That is absolutely fine. That's very understandable. If you want to give it a go, we have 4 left. 1, point the toes. 2, gaze ahead. 3, and 4. Release your legs down. From here, bend your knees, tuck your toes, push into the pads of the fingers, and we're going to try and come up. 1 even pace. Lovely. And then walking the feet out. Inhale. Exhale. Find stillness in your downward dog. Breathe in. Exhale, take your gaze in between your hands, bend your knees, sit your bum back, and then try and jump forward in silence, or you can walk your feet forward. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, rise and shine. Exhale, take your hands through your heart center. Release your arms along the side of the body. Come back to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Palms face forward, draw the glutes in, engage the core, roll the shoulder blades back and down. Take the time to really energize the body, so make those breaths in long. Really value that oxygen coming in and out. Rooting down into all four corners of the feet. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky, gaze follows. Exhale, folding forward at the hips. Inhale, finding length of fingertips or shins, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, either stepping back as we did before, or if we're jumping back, we jump back to bent elbows. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to bent elbows, really drive away with the heels, holding here, hovering, or taking your baby cobra. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes. Find your downward facing dog. Breathing here. Exhale. Inhale, rising up onto your toes. Suck the belly in, wave the body forward, all the way until you find the weight at the front. Exhale, bend your knees, sit your bum back. Send the bum to the sky. Wave it forward, hover, bend knees, sit the bum back. Bum to the sky, downward dog for a moment and then waving forward. Take your gaze with you. Bend the knees, sit the bum back. Inhale. Take your gaze in between your hands, suck the belly in, wave it forward. 3 more. Use the breath. Last one. Make it count. Find your downward facing dog. Spread your knees wide. Big toes touch. Take your forehead down. Allow the arms to come along the side of the body. Everybody, palms facing up. Release into your child's pose. Really think about bringing the bum back. Take your forehead down. And remember, in any yoga pose, if you haven't quite got there the first time, you don't need to stay there in the wrong position. You can adjust, you can move, you can feel into what's right for you. It's about learning your own body, how you can move, how you can breathe, what feels good in your body, and checking your alignment. So feel welcome to adjust yourself. You can close off your eyes. We have 3 more long breaths. Last one, breathe it in. Exhale as you bring yourself back up to your all fours. Holding here. Extend your right leg away. Extend your left leg away, holding strong. Inhale. Exhale, if you want to, you can take some little press-ups. Remember, you can drop your knees to the mat. If not, taking them together. So we want to draw the glutes together. Keep the shoulder blades really tight. Drive the elbows back. Imagine you're drawing the hands in together and they're pushing down into the mat. 4, 3, gaze is down. 4, 2. Remember, you can drop your knees. And 1. Holding steady, send the bum to the sky. Downward facing dog. Take your gaze in between your hands, breathe it in. Sit your bum back, ready to pounce in silence. And as you exhale, leaping to the front of the mat. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky. Exhale, take your hands to your heart center. From here, come to find the top of your mat. Big toes and heels touch. Allow the arms to come down the side of the body as we come back to our Tadasana. Gaze ahead of us. And then as we inhale, take your hands to your prayer and really root down into the left toes, all 4 corners of the left foot. Come up onto your right toes so that you're balancing on your right toes and your left foot is rooted down. Inhale, raise that right foot. Now maybe this is enough. If you want to, staying steady, staying strong, holding here. If you are staying here, flatten your foot so that you're really staying steady. Keep the knee there and draw your thighs in together, draw your glutes in together. If you want to, as you exhale, keep your gaze ahead of you. Make sure you have enough space. And then start to draw your body down as you extend the right leg away. Think about lifting up in the chest, lifting up in the leg, gaze is down a little ahead of you, keeping your balance. Wrap your thigh, your right thigh, away from you. Keep the hips level, breathe it in, warrior 3. And then if you want to, you can extend your wings behind you, breathe in. Breathe in. And as you exhale, keep that right leg hovering, bringing it all the way through until you come back to meet where you started. Right knee is bent, pushing, kicking that foot down. Breathe in. And out. Breathe in. Exhale, release it down, arms along the side of the body. Everybody walking those feet out, releasing it down. Holding steady in the center of the mat. Making sure you have enough space in front of you. Take your hands to your heart center. Draw those glutes in together. Breathe in. Exhale as you root down into your right foot, coming up onto your left toes. Draw the glutes together, draw the thighs together, feeling strong. Engage the core, draw belly button to spine. Knit the ribs in. Exhale, rooting into all four corners of the right foot. Begin to lift the left. Sole of the left foot faces down, holding here, holding strong. Breathe in. And then if you exhale, you may start to come into your warrior 3. Keep your gaze ahead of you as you extend the left leg back. Holding here, not worrying about any wobbles. Extend left leg back, pointing the toes, lifting up in the front of the body. Gaze is a little ahead of you. Down and a little ahead. Wrap that left thigh in. Holding here and then extending your wings if it feels good. Breathe in. You want a little micro bend in the right knee just to protect that leg. Rooting down into all four corners. Breathe in. Exhale as you bring the left leg all the way through, back to where you started, kicking down. Hands in your heart center in prayer, gaze ahead. Breathe in. And out. Keep those hips level. Inhale. Exhale, release it out. Walk out those feet. And then coming to find stillness. Take your hands to prayer. Root down into your right foot. Lift your left leg. Breathe in. Exhale. Trust that you can send it behind you. Shooting your left heel away. Holding steady. Lift up in the body. Imagine you're drawing the thighs together. Lifting tall and strong. Draw the glutes in. Breathe in. Gaze ahead. Exhale. Release the hands down. Maybe adjusting yourself a little bit if you need some more space. You can stay here in this runner's lunge, or you can pivot onto the side of the left foot as you bend into the right knee, left toes come up to the sky, Skandasana. Holding here, take your hands to your heart center in prayer. A lovely long stretch inside the left leg. If this is a bit intense, you can raise yourself up, use your hands. If you've got some blocks, you can lift yourself up on some blocks or some books or whatever allows you to root down, holding on here. If you're all the way down, you want to be stretching into that left leg. The left toes are pointed. We're drawing the glutes forward, opening up in the hip. Gaze ahead, smile. Exhale. Breathe in. And as you exhale, shimmy yourself over to the other side. So you're bending into your left knee this time. Your right toes are pointed up towards the sky. Holding here, Skandasana on the other side. Breathe in. Open the heart. Breathe out. Breathe in. And this time as you exhale, pivot that right foot down. Come to find your runner's lunge facing the back of your mat. driving energy away with that right heel. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Your next inhale, root down your right palm of the hand. Sweep your left arm up to the sky. Open it back. Breathe in. Exhale down. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, release it down. Pivot onto the back into that Skandasana. Your right toes facing up towards the sky. Noticing if it feels a little easier this time. Allow your bum to drop back, so you're really using the weight of the bum, the weight of the glutes. Right toes point the sky. Breathe in. Exhale as we wave back to the front of the mat. Left toes point towards the sky. Fingertips down, or if that's okay, lifting up in the body. Take your hands to your heart center. Breathe in. Exhale, pivoting around to find your runner's lunge at the front of the mat. Root down in the left hand. Inhale, right arm sweeps to the sky. Remember, you can always drop your back knee. Exhale down. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, send the right leg back. Drive energy away with the heels. Draw the glutes in together. Hold steady in your plank. You may take 5 more push-ups or hold steady here or drop your knees. 1. Take your gaze ahead of you. 2, 3, 4. Last one. I'm with you. 5. Holding steady, holding strong. Inhale. Exhale, elbows along the side of the body, coming into our upward facing dog. Enjoy that stretch, open the heart. Exhale, rolling over the toes, finding our downward facing dog, breathing in and out. Inhale, gaze the big toes. Last one, inhale. Exhale, gaze comes in between your hands and come and jump through to a seated position. From here, plant your feet flat down onto the mat. Take your fingertips behind you. So we're going to come into our reverse tabletop. You want to draw the shoulder blades back and down, spread the fingers wide. Take a real moment here to get yourself into position. The longer we take to do that and do it properly, the easier and the more accurate our exercises. Inhale, send your glutes together, coming up into your tabletop position. Now maybe this is enough, gaze ahead, breathing in. Or as you exhale, you can sweep the bum through the hands, extend the toes to the sky. 4, 10, and 9. 5, 4, draw the glutes together when you come up to the top. Last 2, last 1, and release it down. Shake out those legs, maybe shake out the hands, whatever feels good. Bend your knees, soles the feet, flat on the ground. Zip up your legs, engage that core. Then as you inhale, rocking back, pointing your toes, taking hold of the back of the thighs, gaze ahead of you, breathing in and out. Breathe in. If you want to, as you exhale, extend the arms away, breathe in. Exhale. And then again, if you want to, yogi's choice, extend your arms to the sky. Take your hands into your Anjana Mudra. And so you're pointing your index finger and you're wrapping the rest of your fingers around. Your thumbs touch, holding here. Staying steady, staying strong. Or if you want to, you can take your arms out to each side. For 18. 17, point the toes. 16, reaching toe. Find length. For 10, 9, 6, reaching toe, use the core. 4, 3, not more. 2, 1. Up, reaching tall, point the toes, extend the arms out to the side, spread the fingers wide, holding steady, extend the arms forward, holding steady, extend the legs out, holding steady, arms hold, gaze ahead, over your toes, breathe in and out, breathe in, exhale, breathe in, Exhale, release, let it go as your feet flop out to the side. What a relief. Allow the breath to let go. Returning to a natural rhythm. When you're ready, as you inhale, draw your right knee into your chest. Point your left toes and then use your left hand to take your right knee over to the left hand side. It doesn't need to come too far. Keep your right shoulder on the mat. Extend your right arm out to the side if there's space. If not, cactus that arm. And take your gaze over to the right hand side. Supine twist. You may close off your eyes as we begin to slow the body down. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, bring yourself around through center. Squeeze both knees, thighs into the body and then extend. Right leg away, pointing the right toes. Use your right hand to take the left knee over to the right hand side. Extend your left arm away. Take your gaze over your left fingers. Remember, you can cactus the arm if there isn't quite enough space, and you may close off your eyes as you begin to let go of the breath and allow that natural breathing to return. One more breath in. Exhale around through center. Extend, point both toes away, both legs away. Inhale, squeeze everything into a little ball. Exhale, release it down. Bringing your feet as wide as the mat, the toes drop out to the side. You begin to relax into your Shavasana. Let go of your breath. Allow your body to tingle after with all the sensations of all of your hard work. Really take a moment to thank yourself for working into the body, the mind, the soul today, allowing time for you. Release any tension, so really allow the toes to wiggle and relax, the ankles to relax. Release your knees. Allow the glutes to let go as your whole lower body lets go. Release the belly. Let it go. Release one vertebrae at a time. Allow the shoulders to open, the heart to open. Everything begins to relax. Your fingertips relax. The whole arm relaxes. Taking a moment to swallow, release the tongue from the top of the mouth. Allow space in between the brows. Openness in the mind. Openness in the heart. Releasing the head and neck as the whole body relaxes and you let go. Feeling a sense of achievement with every tingle. Taking a moment to feel proud of yourself, to appreciate what you've done today already. can stay here in your Shavasana for as long as you wish. There's no rush. Or you may draw your right knee into your chest, left knee into your chest. Wrap your arms around to give yourself a little hug. Before you roll to the right hand side, the side of energy. Energy for the day, and then bringing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Eyes closed on your mat. Allowing yourself to sit here in stillness. When you're ready, placing the back of the hands on the tops of the knees. Lightly touching your thumb and index finger in your chin mudra as you extend your other 3 fingers away. Sealing your practice. Little circle, sealing our practice. Sealing the sensations in the body. Sealing the sense of achievement. Thanking yourself to take time for the body, the mind, the soul today. And I would like to thank you as well for practicing with me. It's been a pleasure and an honour, and I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Namaste.